The only thing I can see is butt.
I'm sorry. I was trying out. How are you? How do I get the screen to look big?
I gotta switch us. Give me a second. I'm just gonna
Okay.
be little, but that's fine. I don't want to be big.
Let me mute this.
There we
Forgot how much I loved just voice.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, um, getting ready for my birthday. Uh,
Mm. When's your birthday?
Saturday, May 8th, the day before Mother's Day. I be
Oh,
hating.
wow.
Oh my, I do. One year, my birthday was on Mother's Day. I was like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, talk about, forget about me, okay?
Facts.
I was like, you know what? Y'all can have this day.
Ooh.
But I didn't want to share it.
I don't blame you. I'm the same way. My birthday is New Year's Eve. So
Oh, I
yeah.
will be here. But
What's
anyway,
your-
party. Always something to do.
Yeah, but it's not for me.
Right.
So so
That's, I mean, it does suck. But anyway, you can celebrate your birthday like January 2nd or something.
that's not my birthday.
Girls, your birth month. Okay?
My birth month be December then. So that will be a part of Christmas as well. Let's see if it's working on Instagram Live. See what's going on.
Oh yeah, let me
Okay, cool. Yeah, we live.
we live, baby.
We live.
How
Um,
day?
I'm sorry.
How was your
It was long.
we live, baby? Ooh, let me turn it down. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah, it was
all,
nice.
all lagging. I'm, I said that already. But it was long.
Yeah, it was long. Let's not talk about it, girl. Work is work.
It's better. Hopefully you do some self preservation.
Yeah, I'm about to drink tonight.
Girl. I said while I was getting ready, I was like, we gonna get real raw tonight because as I
Ooh.
was ready, um I had like a long day too. Like I'm like kind of um like worried about like I guess planning my birthday. Like I don't know, I just be dramatic overthinking stuff, honestly, to be honest with you. But I was like, oh, let me do something that I haven't done in a while. That was just playing music. I used to do that like at my old apartment all the time and like play music, and I did it this evening because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about tonight too. So you know what I mean? So I was like,
Why was you nervous?
sometimes when I just be having a lot on my mind, I just overthink so much. You know what I mean? So that's why for me it's important like to just do something that's going to like ease my mind. That's all. So it's not that
That makes
necessarily.
sense to me.
You said what?
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So you know. So yeah, that was cool. All right, I just shared the love. All right, let's get into it.
Okie doke. All right. So, do you have your topics?
Um, yeah, we could just talk about the tools and or we could just go with. Do you have topics? We can just go with what you have planned.
No, but I have the topics from last time. So we was talking about basically
Mm-hmm.
about boundaries with our parents,
Yeah, that was
boundaries within work. Those are some of the tools that we need to learn.
right.
Also, boundaries with our friends as well.
Okay, so let's get into these tools.
Um, I don't think we really touched on the friend one.
Yeah.
So, what are some boundaries do you have to set with your friends?
Um, something that happened recently, like a few weeks ago. Like I'm the type of friend that I love to be there for my friends. Like if you invite me somewhere, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I have to make it. You know what I mean? Like no matter what I have going on. And like I mentioned like last time we were live, that I had to learn that I can't do everything. And I literally took me to hit rock bottom for me to, you know what I mean? To learn
Right.
that, which shows how hard hearted I am. They like to say
Right.
stubborn, but whatever. I'm stubborn about believing that we're stubborn. But yeah, I guess we're stubborn. Um, so yeah, it literally took me to realize that for me to be like, okay, I can't keep spending myself thin, because if I'm not my best self, how can I be a friend, a daughter, you know what I mean? We're talking about different people, but just talking about like friendship is like, I can't show up for you when I can't show up for myself. So for example, I wasn't feeling well. Something as small as I wasn't feeling well. If we'd have been having this conversation a couple weeks ago, I probably would have been like, I'm gonna take some medicine and I'm gonna rock out. I'm gonna go out for my friend's birthday. You know what I mean? Because I have to prove, I guess, to them, you know what I mean, at my expense. So, I was like, hey, bro, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. And that might seem like something so small. And sometimes we have those friends that might try to make you feel guilty. You know what I mean? Like some friends will be like, "Oh, you're supposed to be there," but it's okay to just like say, "I'm sorry, I can't make it," and there's nothing wrong with that, especially as we're adults. So that's just a tool, something that's so small, but that's something that's just like you have to think to yourself, like, am I my best self at this moment? You know what I mean? Understand where I'm coming from? I like to think I'm like the only one that goes through these things, but
So basically, like your free time is not your free time is not your friend time all the time.
exactly. And I used to feel so bad. Oh my goodness, for not being like literally, even when I would be like, this is my me time for me to, you know what I mean, do whatever I have to do. That can be many things, but I used to feel so bad that it would even interrupt, me trying to focus on preserving myself, like we mentioned last time we were live. Like this is a natural, a basic human instinct that we're supposed to have, and sometimes we get into that
We
work.
do not follow those shits.
You said what?
We do not follow those
At
shits
all, at all.
whatsoever.
When I topic, I researched it. My mouth dropped. I'm like, I know the top. I know the. I thought I knew the definition, but I'm just like, this is something that we're supposed to like. Why do we feel bad? You know what I mean? I feel like that's just society. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't
I
know
think
where.
it's a black woman instinct. We're supposed to be like superwoman to everything and everyone.
Yeah,
Negative.
exactly. Especially now that people are talking more about mental health, and we have platforms such as this, and we're having these open forums talking about these things. This is good because it's like I just said, even like 2 minutes ago, I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that goes through this, and that's not even true. We all feel like all the time. Like this is normal. Okay, like it's okay to flake. Okay, I mean, I want to get to a point where I enjoy it. But not like a bad way, but like it's okay to just take time out for yourself. That's all.
Right.
Preserve yourself, girl. Preserve yourself.
Preserve yourself. Preservation.
That's just saying it. Just communicating, and that's another big thing. Just communicating, just letting people know, like, hey, whether you want to give an explanation or not, it's still good to be courteous. It's not. People like to make it seem like preserving yourself is like being selfish. Like I know social media likes to promote toxic shit, but that's not what we here to do. Like we still gonna communicate that
Right.
we're still flaking. Like it's okay. I have things.
Preservation. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you always say you
Oh.
right.
So okay. Let's see. One of my friends' boundaries. What are the tools? Okay. One thing I had to learn is keeping my mouth shut about what's going on in my home. I feel
Yeah.
like that's really hard for Black women, especially when we get around each other and have mimosas. I'm like, girl, let me tell you what little Timmy did, because Big Timmy didn't watch that little nigga, and and little
Yeah.
Timmy was off the walls. I came in the house, and shit on the walls. Big Timmy in the room watching the game. Like, it's
Not Big Timmy and Little Timmy. Big Timmy.
Big Timmy and Little Timmy. I feel like some things need to stay at home.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Having like a private life is definitely the new, not even a new flex, but that's my favorite flex right now. Like, because it's the total opposite of what my life used to be like. So it's hard sometimes because I don't know, I call it snitching on myself, but
Snitching. Yeah, it can be. And then also too, depending on if we're talking about somebody, it gives people some type of leeway or access to that other person. Like you have to be careful what you say about another person, let's say like another best friend or like your spouse or significant other.
right,
Because
right,
then it's like giving your friends kind of a green light to
right.
feel the way they feel about your significant other or best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's not cool.
Dang, I did that the other day. I was talking all shit to my girlfriend about my boo.
I guess it depends on the friends. You just can't do it with all friends. You know what I mean?
I did it to three of them in one day. Girl,
Damn. You need a diary.
that's, that was going to be my next topic.
Oh,
Damn, like I literally had to write shit down. Oh my goodness, like,
oh my
oh,
god, you're making me cramp up. Wait,
girl, I had an eventful week. Oh my gosh. So I just got in a relationship, right? So me and this dude was arguing, and I literally called three of my girlfriends, different hours of the day, different moves, of course. And honestly, shout out to my girlfriends because they literally was like, "Girl, you tripping," but they still let me vent. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like I was like, "Dang, I shouldn't have did that," because we made up the next day, and I don't know they can have any opinion, like you said, but I don't think they'll do that because they told me I was tripping.
I get like I said, it depends on the girl. Like you
Yeah,
can't do that with everybody though.
yeah,
Like
that's.
I know for a fact, I'll be honest with you. I know for a fact, even though this is not my friend, I can't do that with my mom.
Oh no, I can't. I don't tell my mom everything because
Yeah.
she and she don't know how to hold water. She tell everybody. I'm like, come on. That's why.
Oh, my mom is different. Like my mom can hold water, but like she will automatically hate the person. So when let's say if me and that person made up and I bring that person around, she'd be like, fuck out of here. No. Like
And they gonna be like, dang, what you told your mom?
so
Yeah, she can't do that.
that's a fact.
That she's like kind of protective like that. I'm kind of protective like that.
And she's a mom. You know what I mean? She's a
But
mom.
yeah.
Scenery, cause my dog keep bothering me. Like for real. All right.
But yeah, like I was saying, writing it down, and like I do have a journal, and honestly, my journal is a mess because it's literally journal work notes. Like that's literally my life. Work. You know what I mean? And we over here talking about self preservation. I am a work in progress. Okay, work in or work in. I don't know which one it is, but I'm that.
Work
You know
in.
how people be like work in, work
Work
in.
in.
I say work in is
Yes,
work
work
in.
in.
No work in progress. I am in progress. Okay. English is such a complex language. I'm African.
You said I'm African.
Like it's complex for us. Like y'all, the vowels, like it's oh gosh, we're not going to get into that. Shout out to the English teachers.
You're silly.
And like
Yeah.
working.
I feel like everybody should be a work in progress. Honestly, you should always be growing and bettering yourself, even if you're like 80.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. You should definitely try to be a better version of yourself every single day, and always be open minded to being better, or hearing another perspective, or just seeing things a different way, because the world is just not how you see it. You know what I mean? A lot of times we like create a type of world for ourselves that is more stress than it has to be. So I'm glad we're talking about self-preservation, because like this is literally something that we have to do, or you don't have to be in a stressful situation mentally. Like you can work on yourself every day. It's hard, but you know it doesn't have to be hard every day.
I agree. Hmm. What's
Who-
some others? Huh?
I'm all in your background, okay?
Girl. I'm fucking weak. Don't worry about it. So
Even going to spill the beans of what we were talking about the last live. So I see things have clearly changed for the both of us. So
no, definitely did not. But okay.
you're raw. You are raw. I said we was gonna get raw tonight, but I didn't know you was gonna get raw like that.
No, yeah, definitely not. Um, no.
Well,
It
have a,
just changed for you. It changed for me.
I'm gonna just sip my water. But yeah, that was basically some of the things that I practice daily. Um, and honestly, I know we were talking about like with friends or different topics, but honestly, it's really that's what I apply to my everyday life. So, I mean, did you have any more topics that or any more tools that I could probably you know use or
I don't know what you can use. I feel like like you said, you're a work in progress. So I think a lot of things that you want to accomplish or need to stop, you already kind of know. You just got to do it.
girl, that's the story of I just be like, girl, relax, like,
Like
but
it taught me a lot too, as well. Like when it comes to business.
exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking about, literally. So we're just getting there. I think now I'm finding it kind of spilling over into like my personal life, like things that's like I spoke about, like planning like my birthday, like that's supposed to be fun. I'm like looking at it like this,
Don't you wish you had friends that like plan this shit for you? Like where are those friends?
but I think everything, and that's my problem. Like I literally just said, like I need to relax. Like I like literally this is supposed to be fun, and I'm just like my girlfriend is like, girl, like I will do this, and I'm just literally what she's telling me what she wants to do. I'm literally doing it, so I can like. I was just telling my little brother earlier. I was like, I can't imagine having to be for my wedding. Like,
Oh God. You're not gonna get married. It's like fuck it. Nope.
thankfully, thankfully, the guy that I'm with now, actually, we were having a conversation about like marriage and things like that. He was saying that he would plan it, not about both of us, but just how he would be like, you know what I mean? We're just talking about marriage, period. So I'm like, he sounded like a real good fit right now. You know what I mean? Because like, I want some. I mean, I don't know. I would trust a man to plan a wedding,
I
girl.
wouldn't take a man to plan anything,
He's
but
been
that's just me.
he's
I
been
feel like that's like what.
he's been planning dates and been doing well. So I trust that he will know what to hire, who to hire. I mean,
Yeah, who to hire? That's not planning though.
yeah, that's my idea. But if I were planning, I would hire people to do that shit.
Well, yeah, okay. So you plan it in your head, but you hire people to do it. He just knows how to, I guess, enforce, but he wouldn't know how to plan.
You right now. I'm gonna have follow up questions. Thank. Nah, I'm gonna be like, so what exactly? How exactly you gonna plan? Thank you, Yazzie. Shout out to you. Um,
Don't thank me. This man's about to like find me and curse me.
then, then we got something to talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna wait in the morning to bring that shit up. Damn, I'm raw. I gotta chill. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna wait till like we chilling and I'm not gonna ruin his day early. But that's a good question to ask, right? How are you gonna plan it? I mean, you
Yeah,
probably
but I wouldn't even ask that question. He's just saying that anything that sounds good to keep you around.
that's why I'm about to ask him how he gonna do it. Like put your what they say, put your money where your mouth is. You talking that shit. Let me see what you've been thinking about. I just want to start a little argument. I'm toxic.
You are toxic. What the fuck? No, I think a little
I,
toxicity is fun. It just depends on what level you bring it to.
no, I always check myself. I always be like, I'll be like, okay, I'm done. No, but that's a conversation I want to have.
What?
That's a good conversation to have. I just want to see where his mind at. If he's a good cleaner, if I should, continue to mess with him or, be with him. I'm over here saying mess with him. Like he's not my whole. All right, let's change the topic. I'm
I'm just letting you ramble too. This is the funny part. I'm just letting you do whatever you want to do.
exactly. But that was my mood when I was like. But yeah, that was back to the topic, the real topic.
Well, okay. Um, hmm. we started out with friend. We started talking about business a little bit, but we didn't really go in depth. Did you want to talk about any other type of relationships that may occur, like boundaries when it comes to that?
I mean, we can touch on relationships.
Boundaries in relationships.
I mean, when we want to talk about, still having your own like identity. Sometimes people they get in relationships and they just kind of like just make their whole lives about their relationships.
You mean okay, those type of relationships, like man and woman relationships, okay, or woman and woman, whatever you into.
Yeah.
Um, what boundaries are there?
I mean, I would just think in the beginning, just knowing like how you would want to be treated and how you see your life and how you know what I mean, what type of space that you might need in a relationship. I feel like sometimes people might get in relationships with a partner that might try to change their identity or maybe manipulate them, and sometimes it's too late. Sometimes we are in relationships, and by the time they're deep in the relationship, they find out they're with like someone that's manipulating. Sometimes that delays you from your goals and things like that. I just feel like that's something I should touch on because sometimes a lot of people don't realize that certain relationships that you may have or certain people that you may surround yourself around could delay you from your ultimate.
You muted yourself. You muted yourself. Oh Lord, can't hear you. Can't hear you at all whatsoever. We'll be back, y'all. Trying to fix this up. Nope, still can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I got a call. And then I don't know what happened to the. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I mean, I don't know if that had anything to do with self preservation, but I just thought I need to say that because I've seen that happen before with people
So
that.
I'm a little confused though. I don't think it has to do with what we're talking about, but I am confused about what you said. So you saying like people will just go along with the relationship even though they're red flags? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, people basically settling.
But that's something that they have to deal with on their own though. That has nothing to do with like the actual relationship. That's something that they have to deal with mentally and emotionally. Like for them to go through that, and that's actually abusing yourself in a way.
Yeah, that can go back to self preservation. I guess that's what I was trying to connect together. Um, that's why I'm saying like you really have to be careful of what type of relationships that you may get into, whether it is, I guess, relationships. So I brought up relationships because I'm thinking about certain things that I've seen in certain marriages, certain relationships that I've personally not experienced, but seen people that I love or have heard of or seen in the news recently of women getting killed by their boyfriends. I'm just saying things like that. Like you really just have to be careful and really just love yourself. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just been.
No, that makes a whole lot of sense. What are some tools to make sure that shit happens though? Because
And I so basic, but I think it all really goes back to self love. Um, and something as small as doing small different things, tools as taking care of yourself rather than depending on somebody to make you feel good or somebody to take care of you. You know what I mean? Um, telling yourself you're beautiful or I deserve the best or I deserve these things in life that I want because why not? Why, you know what I mean? Like, some people they look at themselves like why, like some people they don't know how to accept good things and then they self-sabotage. And honestly to be vulnerable, I even noticed like me self-sabotaging myself in like relationships, I guess, to go back into the relationship things. And it's not good to try to like turn something away that you think might be good for you, or stay in a situation or be in a relationship because you see the potential in someone. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but I'm trying to big game right now. Basically, it all goes back to self-love. Literally all goes back to self-love. And to me that's the self-preservation tool that we don't even think about, something that small, like putting yourself first or doing for yourself could reflect in our relationships with a significant other, whether it be male or female.
I was basically going to say the same thing, but in different terms. Um, it's supposed to be like an instinct. I feel like we have instincts where we
Yep.
know if a person is for us or not.
Yep.
Sometimes we like to
Ignore that shit.
bury those and just keep it
Let's talk
moving.
about it, girl. Let's talk about it. It's okay to admit it. Yes, I have ignored red flags before. Okay, I have. Whew, that felt good to say.
I feel like we all did. But also too, I don't know how to say this. Okay, so like you said, social media promotes being toxic. However, I feel like people don't know the difference between being toxic and hurt or not being healed yet. And like, yes, one and two could go hand in hand, but I don't feel like just because a person had like a red flag that that person is a totally bad person, you should not fuck with them too.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this idea that we're supposed to have this toxic relationship, and that's what they make things spicy. Or the other hand, everything's so damn perfect. Nobody's perfect, and you shouldn't have toxicity in your life. Like that shit is not cute. Nobody want to hear y'all cursing each other out during brunch. Nobody want to hear that. Like,
Listen,
yeah, no.
on it, okay? I feel like you're talking to me right now. I mean, I'm not toxic, honestly. It's just different things in the past that I feel like I may have been, you know what I mean? It's so hard to say. Bringing over, in new relationships. So that's something that I'll admit that I am working on. So,
But that's basically what I mentioned before. If you're not ready, you're not ready. We need to see red flags within ourselves. And like,
I mean, no, I agree. I agree. But sometimes, I mean, I did ask myself, am I ready and things like that? And I feel like just having a mindset saying that you're willing to work on yourself every day and wanting to be a better person does let you know, you are ready. And it's good to have, a support system, whether that is significant other or, friends or.
mhm.
So I'm ready, girl.
As long as you're ready, but also too, you gotta let people know what your red flags are.
Girl, literally, I feel like we're having a therapy session right now. Yep. On the first date, I said that. I said, this is what I struggle with. hmm That's me working on myself, right? Self preservation. Better person every day. So, I'm like I said earlier, I'm just gonna be raw, tonight and just literally saying what I literally like. I'm not about to be here and sit here like, yeah, this is what I do and it works all the time. And no, like I'm a human being, and self preservation is a basic instinct. However, like you said, why don't we do that shit? So every day is a struggle. When you have years of just not preserving yourself or taking care of yourself, or not even necessarily not taking care of yourself, but just mentally not checking in on yourself, making sure you're okay mentally, it can have an effect on you. And once you start healing, the healing process isn't an overnight thing. So I guess that's where I'm trying to come from. That's the point I'm coming from.
You're absolutely right. I agree. You ain't say nothing wrong yet.
Yeah. So I'm just being transparent and just open about it, because these are the conversations, honestly, that I have, like, with my girlfriends, or with myself when I'm self reflecting, or journaling. So yeah.
Is this time right? What time did we start? No? Okay.
Yeah.
We almost hit an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. Okay. I feel like time is flying kind of. But what's another question? What tools do you use?
With just generally self preservation.
Hmm.
Like I mentioned, journal. Like I said earlier, write that shit down. I love journaling. Like, I love writing things, writing my thoughts out clearly. Clarity. I need clarity. So when I write things out, because my mind is always racing, I need to write something down. Um, and like I mentioned earlier in the show, like with friends, if I can't be there for someone physically, if I, like I mentioned, like I couldn't make it to a friend's event because I wasn't feeling well, and something as small as me telling myself I'm going to take the time out to not go and take care of myself is a big change from what I was a couple years ago, where I would have still went out when I wasn't feeling, good. So, um, and basically just keeping a support system around me. I kind of mentioned that with just talking to my friends about certain things, or talking to a therapist. I know, shout out to y'all. I love just checking in, making sure I'm not doing things because it's based off like certain triggers, or based off certain characteristics that I'm used to, or something that happened to me in the past, or I feel like, or I view the world in a certain way, because the world's not just how we see it. So I'm very big on that, because I feel like that even correlates to me as an entrepreneur, so I have to really just be mentally strong to accomplish the goals basically that I want to achieve. Um, so that's why I feel like self-preservation is something really important. I know last time with the live I mentioned my business on a pause because I was going through renovations, and that's something that I'm still going through. But I'm taking my time out. I'm journaling. I'm writing things down. Like, these little things, like, it's this is what preserves me right now, because I will be a wreck. So,
Go tools. You have a lot, which is good.
girl, and it didn't come overnight, you know what I mean? And even like I mentioned earlier, like I was joking about, like, oh, sometimes I'm toxic. Like, it's just me literally just being honest that I'm literally learning daily, and sometimes I have to, someone might say it to me. I might get someone's opinion. Like, I already know it, but I have to hear it again. Like, I guess it's me being stubborn. But I practice. It's just, like we said earlier, trying to be a better person every day. It sounds so simple, but
It's not.
exactly. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Literally. But,
My self preservation tool is saying no to others and myself.
oh, you say no to yourself. Oh, that's wow. That's really mature.
I have to. It's hard to do, of course, because it's you. Like, how you say a no to me? Me?
Girl,
Like, it makes no sense. Like,
like, especially now while I'm in this whole self care thing, I've been saying no to myself for years, so I don't know. I'm not there yet.
no, it's hard, especially when I don't know. Well, you're not the only child. I'm the only child. within the household. I have a sister, but we was raised in different homes. But I'm not used to like sharing and stuff like that. Or what's a good example that I have to say no? Like I'm not used to curbing myself when it comes to my needs and well, for my wants. My wants kind of override my needs sometimes, which it needs to be the other way around.
Oh, got you, got you, got you.
So that's one. Two, when things don't go my way, I literally shut down. And that goes with anything. So I have to stop doing, like, I have to literally be like, no, Yaz, no. Like, it'll be okay. Like, relax. Like,
Wow, that's deep. That's what's up though. That you really like can do that. Because sometimes, like I said, I gotta hear somebody else saying that. So that's kudos to you for telling yourself no. Because I don't know how you do it.
girl, it's still hard because I have to fight myself. But you have to think about it too, because if you don't, you probably put yourself in a situation that you can never come back from.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta have a balance. I think that's what it is. You have to have a real good balance with it.
The perfect balance.
Okay.
Right.
I,
You and your damn TikToks.
oh my gosh. I just like it. I just do it when like it's a good thing.
I saw you do a whole fucking TikTok while you was waiting for me. This shit was funny.
Oh, the last time I was saying
Yeah.
today. I want to say not today.
Oh, no, not today. That shit was funny. But yeah, girl, what else? I think that's my main one. Saying no to others and saying no to myself. I would like to work on things one by one because I do so much already. So if I just have so much on my list, I feel like I will like have to admit myself into.
Girl, it's a break. I'm about to say breakdown every day. That's why it's good to have people that are patient with you, especially if you're in a relationship. Oh my gosh. But
And that's hard to find, especially if you're into dating people your own race. Because it's so hard to be black already and you expecting this black person to be patient with you. You crazy?
shout out to the patient people because, I mean, they out here. They out here. We just got I mean, I found one. We just got to find. We just got to find them.
It's hard being a black person and you date another black person, then that person wants you to be patient, but you gotta be patient with the whole world because the world's not patient with you. Shit is too much.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't patient. I'm not patient at all. Like I said, it's a breakdown every day. So shout out to people that deal with that shit, cause it's like this healing shit ain't for the weak. Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
This self preservation shit ain't for the weak, especially when you've been told you're not supposed to do that. You feel me? Like it's okay to put yourself first. Like it's okay. It's a human. Google it. It's a human instinct. Google it, please. Like I know it's people out there that do. You ain't got to tell them twice. But for those of us that don't, this is for you.
I just think it's hard for us as
Like
black people because, like I said before, we were trained to do so much from the beginning. Since
exactly.
when I mean, like since we got on this land in the United States, so like we have to keep a certain level of I don't know the right word. We just have to
Grin and bear it, basically.
great great saying. We gotta work 10 times as hard.
Yes.
So we don't got no damn time for
To
self-preservation.
at all. So you literally rewiring your mind. That's why it's hard. But it's okay. You can do it. We can all do it. I'm doing it.
We need
Shit.
to support each other a little bit more in doing it.
And we should support each other in more in doing it. And not take things personal if you are not even in. You know what I mean? Like That's another form of self-preservation. Feeling like, oh, I don't, this person. Like, don't worry about what the next person is doing. Like, be have empathy. Just don't feel like, just have empathy. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Literally, life is not that complex. If everybody did that shit, but here we are. People fighting demons.
Like decades and years and centuries of demons.
Okay.
So
Yes, just now. Okay. Because I was about to go there, but you just thank you. Literally.
no, everybody know I'm pro-black, so I'm talking about that shit all the time. They're like, okay, here you guys go. No, that's a fact.
Glad you went there. But yeah, literally. So it's, try to just heal. It's important to heal. Heal. Preserve and just, I don't know. But it's hard. It's hard. But we all in it together. You're not the only one.
We all in this together.
That's the only. No, but why did I see that movie like 5 times? I was such a fan. Like, I loved every song.
Ew, I used to hate that song. That movie. It's crazy. I never saw that movie.
What?
The only reason why I know that song is because like they used to play it on like the Disney Channel music video shit. So
you need to watch it.
Definitely not. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not doing it.
Oh, all right. You want to know a confession? It took me like, I just watched Baldwin Hills or College Hill like 3 months ago. I never watched it as a kid. My parents ain't let me watch none of that stuff.
I never
So,
watched that either.
girl, you got to go back and watch all the shit you missed when you were a kid. Like, it feels so like, you be like, oh, that's what people were talking about back then. Like, you feel like a kid again. Trust me.
Let me tell you something. It's so crazy and people look at me like I'm retarded. One thing my mom never let me watch was Powerpuff Girls.
Why? Did she think Mojo Jojo was evil?
She said it was too violent.
I mean, they did kick some ass, but she really let the girls she must have sat there and watched that whole shit, because you're not gonna see no 3 girls and look at it and say that show is violent. She must have saw them whooping some ass.
I watched it anyway, but like she definitely didn't let me watch it. But the crazy part, she didn't let me watch that, but she let me used to watch like Power Rangers and stuff. Make no sense.
But then she against them Powerpuff Girls.
I have no clue, but it's funny to me. But we got off topic.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I had to share. I mean, I definitely, I love adopting some of your tools as well. Adopt saying no. I mean, I like to say, hey, I like to give an explanation. I mean, maybe I could just be like, hey, I can't make it. So that's my version of no. Or whatever I can't
That's
do.
another thing though. We need to stop thinking that we have to give an explanation. Like, I just want to.
I know. Stop being so loud. I'm working on it.
No, I do the same thing though.
I know. It's so hard. And it's bad. I'm like, girl, why do you feel bad? But it's okay.
It is.
So,
well, we hit our hour, girl.
it was really nice talking to you. Please I need this YouTube because I'm gonna upload some clips on my Instagram and definitely share some of these tools, because I feel like we touched on a lot of good topics tonight.
Yep, and I'm gonna send you the other one too. We definitely gotta get you booked by the end of this year again for another topic though.
Okay, perfect. Let me think about it, and then I'll get back to you about the topic. But we can pick the date closer to the end of the year.
Yes, closer to the end of the year, because I think I'm like booked up, to be honest.
That's good. Shout out to you for being consistent.
I mean, to be honest with you, like a lot of people, well, it's very rare, but like I only had like 2 people that canceled on me last minute, but like I don't like that, like, because I could have had somebody else in that spot.
But honestly, the fact that you only had 2 people cancel on you just goes to show that people are supporting what you're doing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
because people flake, like people, somebody gonna be like, no.
Yeah. And also too, it's funny. Everybody that's been on here for me, all been from Brooklyn or from New York, period.
Girl, I am in Philly. Get it
Yeah,
straight.
you in Philly. You from Philly too?
Guys, I'm not from Philly.
Ew.
I'm in
Okay, get
Philly.
off my live.
Now you show your true colors. That's why I talk shit about New Yorkers. This is why I talk shit about New Yorkers. Like about 5 years ago, all I used to post was New York memes. Now I'm about to start that shit up. Wow, I really try to change my mind about you guys, and
Get
then
off my live. How did I
that
freaking
clip I'm going to post on Instagram as well, just to show people why I'm going back to bitten. Exactly why, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Yes,
you know, everybody from New York has a cousin from Philly.
I want to be from Philly so bad. Like,
definitely not.
let me go in my archives of New York bitten memes.
We don't even fuck with people from Philly like that. The only people we fuck with is like Meat Mill and kind of Kevin Hart. Like,
y'all be all in the Philly shows, buying up all the Stop playing. But nah, it was really nice talking to you, and I'm definitely gonna think about like a really dope topic, like something I don't know. I'm gonna cook something up for the perfect balance. You feel me?
I probably will send you some ideas though, because I also have a list of stuff. So if something like pops out to you, just let me know.
Perfect. All right.
All right. Night.
Good night. Have a good one. I don't know how